Hello everyone and welcome to what is the build-up for Forza Horizon 4. Yes, we're jumping straight into the game today. Now, I know you'll have probably seen some of this footage before. It is the E3 demo. That's usually how all Forza games start. However, I don't think you'll have seen this in 60 frames per second. If you own an Xbox One X, you get to play the game at 60 FPS or 4K. You get the option. Anyway, I'm going to quickly shut up now and let you guys watch this introduction cutscene.
I see a festival that never ends. Where you can be whatever you want to be. It's not your dream holiday anymore. It's your dream life. That's the horizon I see. Let me show you. Welcome to autumn, a new beginning for the festival that never ends. Don't go anywhere. Horizon is here to stay.
Now, I absolutely adore how they've done this. I love the whole idea of you driving through some massive billboard, like barrier kind of thing, and you were jumping straight into the game. It's a great visual metaphor. So here we are. This is Forza Horizon 4. I have had to tweak the colour setting, so apologies if it's a little bit off. The recording had a bit of an issue and it was all grayscaled, so I've had to jump in and try and colour correct it the best that I can. And of course, the first thing that you will have to do is go to the controller settings and turn off all the assists, because that's what every Forza player does. No, I'm joking, of course. I leave on ABS because it's a bit easier for me to not focus on braking as such, but traction's turned off, stability turned off, so we can have a little bit of fun and sliding these vehicles about. So as I was saying, there are two options for the Xbox One X. You get to play it in either 4K 30 or 1080p 60. Both of these versions do have HDR capabilities and are enabled. If you are playing on the Xbox One S, I believe it'll have HDR, but if you're playing on the old fat Xbox, it will be 1080p 30 frames per second. And my god, this game is stunning. Playing it on a HDR monitor at the preview event was it was phenomenal. A bad drift by me there, tapping the wall ever so slightly. Now, we will be watching the rest of this gameplay purely because it's just stunning and people may not have seen this in 60 frames per second before. At the end of this, there we will be jumping into our first car that you will be able to pick when playing the game, as well as customizing the number plate and having a quick look at the map with absolutely nothing on it. It will be completely blank. So here we are jumping into the winter season of the game. It's just absolutely stunning. The one thing I did notice are that the cutscenes are in 30 frames per second, but then you jump into the gameplay, which is 60. That can hit you a little bit at first, but you very, very quickly get used to it. The snow deformation, the mud deformation you'll see throughout these videos, this is absolutely stunning. I will be having another video going up later today, so if you don't want to miss that, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot of Forza coverage coming to you guys on this channel, as well as when the game releases. We're going to have tons of content. We're going to be doing Grand Tour challenges, we're going to be doing road trips, we're going to be doing more challenges, and so on. So make sure you stick around for that. Click the notification bell as well so you're notified every time I upload some Forza footage. Later today we will be having, I believe, a tour of Edinburgh, but let's get back to this. We're still in the snow, we're still in the winter season. The intro of the game, you obviously go through all 4 seasons that you can see and play in with Forza Horizon 4. Now, the way this game works is that the introduction prologue is 6 hours long, thereabouts. It depends on how you go about playing it. You could perhaps just play for the entire first 2 races, drive around the entire map in your starter car if you so wish to do so. We were told that we were only allowed to record up till the autumn transition. You see, the way that they've done this is that they cram in all 4 seasons at the very beginning of the game so that you get a taste for each one. Kind of like what this race is, except this is a little bit faster. This is the transitions into the seasons all within about like 5 minutes. So of course you'll have seen this gameplay before at E3, but in 60 frames per second everything looks so buttery smooth. I noticed very, very little frame drops, if any at all. The one thing I did notice, however, was how crisp and clear it still looks. I know it's not in 4K, but playing it in 1080 on a lovely big screen is still absolutely stunning. The game holds up really well if you do choose to play it in the 60 FPS option, which I'm sure a few people will do. A lot of people were asking about that for Forza Horizon 3 when they were going to make it enhanced for the Xbox One X, but obviously they focus on the 4K enhancement update, which is in this as well.
Coming up on the quarry.
As you can see, the colours are a little bit off. Again, I do apologise for that. We had some issues with the recording. However, I do have some more footage that isn't corrupt in terms of the grayscaling. And that, you'll see, is the proper, true experience of Forza Horizon 4. It will be in 4K 30. My capture was in 1080p 60, which I absolutely adore. I always prefer frame rate over the 4K option. Will you guys be playing this in 60 FPS? Will you be playing it in normal 1080 on the fat Xbox One? Or will you be playing it in 4K or in HDR? I don't know. There's so many options for this game and it looks so bloody good.
Red down, red down. Looks like I'm the only one left.
This is it, Horizon. We are kicking off the summer season with the greatest
So skipping
race
forward a little
of
bit here, you
all
can see the
time.
cutscene is in 30 frames per
Point
second,
yourself
but
in
we
the
are going to be
direction of
jumping back
Horizon
into
and
the center as we
put
drive
your
up
foot
to the
down.
only
First
Forza
to the fence
Horizon
will win.
festival in
So let's
this
go.
game. In case you didn't know, there is only one festival. However, the new
Don't sweat it, the
kind of
Jets aren't in the
garages
race.
and
They're
festival
just happy to
sites have
be
been
here.
replaced by the houses, which we will get onto in a video later this week. Again, if you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
Oh yeah! Drivers coming from everywhere. Now it's a party. People are lining the streets to get a load of the action. Cheer these racers on, guys! Come on! We got some awesome racing trucks out there, too. The most incredible hypercars are all here. I can see a Centenario, Ferrari FXXK, and a beautiful Bugatti Chiron. And is that a Vulcan? Oh, Horizon, you do not want to miss out on watching this. Look at that
I'd like to
go.
think that's the Red
I mean,
Arrows
the car's
blasting ahead
sharp,
with the
but
British
someone's
flag
gotta be
colours.
handling that
As we
thing.
come up to the Horizon Festival now, I'm going to shut up
Final
once
straight.
again, much to your happiness, so you can see the cutscene.
Quite a show. I try my best. Is everyone here? Yep, all here, boss. Ready and raring. Great. Okay. Do we have Thomas here?
So once you finally finish the cutscene, you can then choose your character. We've got a few more this time than Forza Horizon 3. We also choose it at a different time. I'm pretty sure in for Horizon 3 you choose it before you drive. So quite interesting for you to choose it afterwards. So I selected the character that had some pretty longish James May kind of hair. You can also choose your name. I didn't manage to capture footage of that, but we will have footage of that on the Full Throttle Media channel. If you want to go check that out, they've got loads of new names in this game. I'm pretty sure they've got the word sausage in the game, which I regret not choosing. I ended up choosing Thomas.
She's giving me a hand running the Horizon road racing series.
Excited? I remember my first day at Horizon. It's all pretty surreal, huh?
I'll leave you two to get set up for the first race. Good luck.
So of course, this wouldn't be a Forza Horizon game with a first car roster lineup. So we've got the Focus RS, the TTS Coupe, and the Charger RT. Three pretty nice, varied cars, I'd argue. You've got the TTS for a hairdresser, you've got the Dodge Charger for someone who may fancy their sister, and then you've got the yobbish Ford Focus RS, which of course I'm going to choose. It's, yes, of course it's a nice roster of cars. You've got something for everyone. You've got a bit of muscle, you've got a bit of sport, and then you've got a bit of hot hatch, which to me is the most appealing, so that's why I chose this. I'm pretty sure most people who went to the preview coverage will probably choose the Focus. Of course, then once you've done this, you can choose your number plate. As I was saying, you can choose the name Sausage. If you've been keeping up to date with my Forza Horizon 3 Grand Tour series, you'll notice that my number plate is Sausage 1. So, of course, I had no option but to call it Sausage 1 in Great Britain. I would like to call it Sausage Roll to keep it a bit more British, but unfortunately, not enough space. So there we go, Sausage 1, all sorted, all done, and then that's it. That's the introduction all done with. You're now into the tutorial kind of section, which we'll jump into in the next video. And before we leave, this is the full map with absolutely no events whatsoever. But no, you are thrown straight in. So you can go all the way down to the bottom, you can go and see Broadway, you can go up the motorway, you can go to the beach on the right side of the map. You've got the abandoned airport there. Then you have the beautiful Scottish city of Edinburgh. You've got the rail yard that we just hovered over. We're in the Scottish Highlands now. And then we go into the massive bloody lake and we're down to the bottom. You might think this isn't all that big, but trust me, this map feels absolutely ginormous. And we'll be exploring it a little bit later today. So make sure you stay up to date with the channel. There will be another video coming out at 5 PM this evening with, I believe, an exploration of Edinburgh. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We're going to do a little bit of exploration on the map. I can't wait to post more footage on this channel for you guys. So stay tuned, click that notification bell, leave a like, that would really help out the video. And these are all the cheesy YouTube cliches that I have to say before I end the video. So yes, stay tuned for the video at 5 PM tonight. But until then, guys, I'll see you then. Adios.